As injuries go, Michael Dana strained his hamstring, so we'll have to see how he does there and the next day or so. And then, listen, my hat goes off to the operations staff for pulling this thing off. Anytime you have a sudden change like this and switch a day, after all the preparation that goes in for the Sunday game, and now you got to work it out for the Monday game. That's a tough deal. As far as the team goes, I thought we made plays when we had to make plays, and we can learn from this, and we've got to do better in a lot of areas. But it's tough to win in this league, and it's tough to beat the Patriots in any situation. They're very well coached, and they did a nice job tonight. Bill, with all the obstacles he had, he really did a nice job. So the 4 turnovers ended up being big for us, 14 points off of that. And I mean, I can go through and name individuals, but I think collectively as a team, we can do better than what we did. But it's a win in the National Football League, and these summer guns are hard to get. And I've been on the other end of this where another quarterback comes in and you don't win the game. So we'll take this one, we'll learn from it, and make ourselves better from it. So with that, time's yours.
Let's go first to Sam Mellinger. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, Andy, it looked like they were dropping a ton of D-backs, like 6 or 7 guys in coverage. Like, can you just describe sort of the challenges that created and how you guys attacked and what didn't work early and what worked late?
Yeah, we started going more to outbreaking routes, and that seemed to work for us a little better. We ran the ball better down the stretch. They started off playing cover 2 and man, and they started getting into the drop game. So, it'll be a good tape to learn from.
Let's go next to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Andy, you kind of referenced it off the top, but can you kind of explain just how much had to change with you guys playing 24 hours later than expected?
Oh, it's different. We're expecting different though this year. So we had to put it together and do it and kind of back up a step there. They sent us home on Saturday, which we understand, and close the office up. So we were able to get back in as coaches and then work a little bit. But the players weren't allowed back in up until this date. So they have not been in the building. But there's no excuse to it. Heck, we had a game plan together, and it was just one little obstacle that was in there. They had an obstacle. They had to fly in today. So, I mean, that's not an easy thing, plus no quarterback. They were using backup quarterbacks, and it was good experience for those guys, but that's what it was. So.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go ahead, Pete.
Coach, it seemed like the momentum was switching a little bit, and then Taco ended up making a really crucial play for you guys. Just how proud of you are you of him, given his story of going away from those 2 teams and finding a home here and making that big play? Yeah,
Taco's made some good plays for us, so that was one of them for sure. It's great for his career going forward, so that's a positive thing for him, and he's all in for right now and enjoys being here and working hard. So
let's go next to Herbie. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Coach, just sticking on the defensive side of the ball, Rashad Fenton had himself a pretty darn good game. What does this say about your cornerback group with that level of play? And also you're getting Bashad Breeland back here after this weekend.
Yeah, Fenton did a nice job with the exception of the one fade right there the fourth quarter, I believe it was. He had big plays, big interception down the stretch there. That was a beautiful play, and he had a couple other breakups that were really good. So it's good. You can't have enough of those guys, Herbie. So you need corners, and Rashad comes back this week, so it'll be good to get him back in the mix too.
Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Andy, I know this concludes the first quarter of the NFL season, but you obviously want to see progress from week 1 to week 4. For your defense to have primetime games on back-to-back weeks, what have you just liked so far from what your defense has shown from maybe opening night to what you've seen tonight?
Yeah, I like the fight in the guys. They don't get down; they just try to get better. And every play is not going to be a great play, but they don't flinch on it. They learn from it, and then they bring it the next time. So that becomes an important ingredient throughout a season, particularly on defense. You have to have a short memory, but still learn from the things that you had a problem with. So they're willing to do that.
Let's go next to Todd Lebo. Go ahead, Todd.
Hey, Coach, I wonder if you could take us through what you saw on that play where it looked like Patrick either fumbled or interception, whatever, and they blew it dead, and you guys were able to get the punt team out there quickly. Just would you take us through that sequence?
Well, you can't review that dead ball, so there was no reviewing it. They obviously saw that he was down, so that's what took place.
Got time for a couple more. We'll go Matt, Derek, and then Vahe. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Coach, you talked a little bit about the, going home and having the delay. I'm curious if you thought that delay maybe affected the first half. It seemed like maybe the timing was a little bit off. Maybe guys were just a little bit rusty. And did that layoff have any effect on Chris Jones not playing tonight, or was that kind of the plan all along?
Oh, well, we were hoping that he might be able to play, but it's, it was tender. And so he's not ready yet. So we'll see how it goes this week as we go forward. But he tried. I mean, he warmed up and did a little workout, and there's one spot there that's bothering him. So he's working through that. And then as far as the timing goes, no, I mean, the timing, we had the timing. We got to stay on side. We got to hang on to the football, all those things we got to take care of and do just play. So I didn't think the day off or anything really hurt us on that, Matt. I just think we got to focus a little bit more as we go forward here.
Go last to Vahe. Go ahead, Vahe.
Hey, Andy. Wonder if you could just elaborate a little on what you saw on Tyron's pick six and the impact that had on the game.
Yeah, you know what? I saw it late on the board, so I was sitting down at the time with Pat, and when he hit that thing. So, but it looked like it was pretty nice. We needed it right there. So when I'm talking about big plays happening at the right time, Kelsey and that one by the Badger, I mean, those are big plays that we needed at that particular time.